here's our warm-up for the day. Says I can identify and apply polynomial terms and notation, and you want to be able to justify your answers. I am, as of Sunday, 35, halfway to 70. If you didn't catch that yet. Yeah, happy birthday to me. Now, you should have also turned in the TELP writing from 2 days ago. If you haven't, you should turn that in so you don't get a 0. And last week's warm-ups with the Thursday and Friday writing no school. But what we're going to do is not this. That's not supposed to be there. But we are going to fill this out, kind of like yesterday, and the notes from yesterday and the day before. Is this a polynomial? Now, remember, there are things we look for that make it not a polynomial, and I see a couple things. You can't have a square root of an x in the exponent, you can't have a negative in the exponent, and you can't have a decimal in the exponent. So this is definitely no for 4 different reasons, okay? No square root of negatives, no x in the exponent, no negative in the exponent, no decimal in the exponent, okay? So that's it. On the bottom, though, is just a polynomial. So the exponents are positive numbers, so that is a yes. Standard form. Now remember, we got to put this in order from the greatest to the least power. So it's going to be y equals, the highest power is 6x to the 4th. The second highest power is the 2x to the 3rd. And I'm putting plus between them because this 2 is a positive, okay? Degree, the highest degree I see is 4. So if it is degree 4, you should know from your notes that that is quartic. Like there's 4 quarters in $1, it's quartic when it's degree 4. Now, classifying it by the nomial, okay? Well, I see 2 terms separated by a plus sign, so that is 2 or binomial. Cool. Last but not least, the leading coefficient is not 2. You don't look over here, you got to look right there. And then the leading coefficient is 6. Okay. Now, you should have grabbed these notes on the way in. If you don't have them, Miss Marshall can pass it out to you, but they were over at the front table next to the yellow calculators. They say notes, polynomial tables, differences. Okay, and this is what we're going to be doing today. So let me pull that up here on the screen. All right, so go ahead and write your name and the date and the period if you haven't already. All right, let's do these notes, okay? Now, what we're doing in here is when we're given a table, we should be able to find out what kind of function is it. So, what type of function? Now, if you remember from our warm-up, the type of function is the name of the function, okay? So what type of function is this, okay? So what we're going to be doing is using these things, the bird beaks is what I call them. Okay, so on the table, I'm going to start on the left-hand side, finding the bird beaks, okay? What we're doing is doing bottom minus the top. So 1 minus 0 is 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. 4 minus 3 is 1. 5 minus 4. Each of these is going up by 1, okay, all the way down. Cool? But what we really care about is on the y side, okay, all the way down. Now you can see on the bottom what we're going to be doing. We're going to find the first, second, third, fourth difference, okay? First things first, first things first. I got 3 to 5. So 3 to 5. So again, 5 minus 3 is 2. Next one, 7 minus 5 is also 2. 9 minus 7 is 2. 11 minus 9 is 2. 13 minus 11 is 2. Now, are all of the numbers the same? Let's write that off the side. Are all the, we'll call it differences, the same? Question mark. Are all these differences the same? So we just did the first difference, and all of the numbers are 2. Yes, they're all the same. So what type of function is that? Well, I'm telling you, if the first difference is all the same, that is linear. Okay? And if they're all the same, then you stop. Cool? So it's pretty easy, right? If the first difference is all the same, you know it's a linear function, you're done. Okay? Nice. All right, y'all ready for number 2? Table 2. Now, you'll notice the left-hand side is, again, the same. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, right? Well, once again, we're going to find the difference all the way down. So, again, bottom minus top. 3 minus 2 is 1. 10 minus 3 is 7. 29 minus 10, 19. 66 minus 29 is 37. Yeah. 127 minus 66 is 61. Yes. Okay, now you tell me, are all these numbers the same? No. So for linear, that's a no. Okay? So if the first difference is not the same, we got to move on to find the second difference. Ready? Here we go. So again, bottom minus top. 7 minus 1 is 6. 19 minus 7, 12. 37 minus 19 is 18. I know I'm going through this kind of fast, but you should be able to find those differences very easily using a calculator, right? Okay, and then 61 minus 37 is 24. Yes. All right. Now, is the second difference the same? If it was, it would be power 2, which is quadratic. Okay. But 6, 12, 18, and 24 are not the same. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to move on. It's not quadratic. Third difference. Here we go. Bottom minus top. 12 minus 6 is 6. 18 minus 12 is 6. 24 minus 18 is 6. Would you look at that? They're all the same. Check. The third difference checks out. Now, remember, these are the names based on the differences, okay? So the first difference is the first degree linear, and that didn't work. Second difference is the second degree, which I mean by x squared, right? Well, that didn't work. So guess what this one's going to be? X to the third degree. But you tell me, what do you call a third degree polynomial? It's not linear, it's not quadratic, it's correct. Student, it's cubic. And once you get it, you're done. This is a cubic function because of the third difference. Now check it out. Third is x to the third, which is cubic. It all makes perfect sense, right? Moving on. Table 3. Again, on the left side, these differences are all the same. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 on these notes. Well, let's try the first difference. 2 minus 1 is 1. 5 minus 2 is 3. 10 minus 5 is 5. 17 minus 10 is 7. 26 minus 17 is 9. Is this linear? No, they're not all the same. Let's try the second difference. 3 minus 1 is 2. 5 minus 3 is 2. 7 minus 5 is 2. 9 minus 7 is 2. Is the second difference the same? Boy, howdy it is. And if you look at the one we just did, what do we call it when the second power is all the same? We call that quadratic, the squared one. All right. Now, process of elimination, you probably know what's next. Well, let's do it together. Table 4. Okay. Again, on the left-hand side, the bird beaks all the way down. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. No big deal. All right. Now, this may take some actual calculations. Okay. So, I'm not afraid to use the calculator for these big subtractions if I need to. I'll say. All right, here we go. So, all right, 4 minus 3 is 1. 19 minus 4 is 15. 84 minus 19 is 65. Okay, 259 minus 84. 175. And 628 minus 259. 369. All right, is the first difference the same? Is it linear? No. Try the second difference. 15 minus 1 is 14. 65 minus 15 is 50. 175 minus 65 is 110. 369 minus 175 is 194. Is this quadratic? Is the second difference all the same? No, it is not quadratic. All right, let's try the third difference. 50 minus 14, 36. 110 minus 50, 60. 194 minus 110 is 84. Is the third difference the same? So it's not cubic either. So let's try the last part. All right, so 60 minus 36 is 24. 84 minus 60 is 24. The fourth difference works. And what do we call x to the fourth? How many of those coins, 4 coins go into $1, is a quarter, right? So quartic when we're at the fourth difference, which is x to the fourth power. Okay? So those are our notes, right? There we go. Okay, those are all the notes for today. Oh, and let's add on table 3. I'm going to X this out. Once you get all the same differences, you got to stop, okay? Cool. Now, what I want you to do right now, finish writing this down if you need to. Yesterday you had an assignment. You need to finish that assignment from yesterday. If you look at the front white sliding board on the left, you see where it says AR 2/9? That assignment, if you didn't get it yesterday, is in the blue bin. In the algebraic reasoning section, it says 2/9. Okay, it's an assignment on polynomials. You got to be able to tell me if it is a polynomial or not. You have to name and classify both. Okay, and then you got to do some substitution, solving, or evaluating by substitution. So please finish the assignment from yesterday. If you finish that, check Skyward. Grades should be up to date, unless you gave me something new yesterday. And do any missing work you need to do. You do have extra time. Please use it wisely. Okay.